Now we calculate total energy at the point P1 and P2. According to law of conservation of energy, total energy at the point E1 should be equal to total energy at the point E2. Next we calculate total energy at point 1. Total energy at the point 1 should be equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. First we calculate the potential energy U. So U1 is equal to, what is the formula for potential energy? mgh. M is the mass of the object, g is acceleration due to gravity, and h is height of the object. Now with the help of the diagram, we know the height of the object. Now the object should be present at the lowest point. So the h becomes to 0. So incident of h we are writing 0. So mg into 0. So the total potential energy U1 is equal to mg into 0 becomes to 0. Next we calculate the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equal to, what is the formula? 1 by 2 mv squared. Here m is the mass of the object and then v squared is a velocity of the object 1. So velocity we are taking as a v1. So we are writing here v1. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv1 squared. So total energy is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Here potential energy becomes to 0 plus kinetic energy is 1 by 2 mv1 squared. So total energy at the point 1 equal to 1 by 2 mv1 square. So this is an E1 energy at the point 1. So this is we have a first equation. Next we calculate the total energy at the point 2. So the total energy at the point 2, potential energy plus kinetic energy. Now we calculate the potential energy U at the point 2. Here also on the same formula mgh. Here h is a height of the object. Now we are coming to the point 2. Point 2 is the highest place. The point 2 present at the highest place. So that h is a radius of the circle we are taking. So here from the lowest point to center, h becomes to r, that is radius of the circle, and then here also one h is there, that is a radius of the another radius of the circle. So here r becomes to, that is h becomes to equal to 2r. So incident of h we are substituting the 2r, mg into 2r. So potential energy at the point 2 is equal to 2 mg r. Next kinetic energy at the point 2, ke 2 is equal to, on the same formula 1 by 2 m. Here velocity is an v2, so we are writing in a v2 squared. So total energy at the point 2 equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Here potential energy is an 2 mgr plus kinetic energy is 1 by 2 m v2 squared. According to the law of conservation of energy, we know that total energy at the point 1 should be equal to total energy at the point 2. So total energy at the point 1 equal to 1 by 2 m v1 squared is equal to point 2 is 2 mgr plus 1 by 2 m v2 squared. Now rearrange the terms. 1 by 2 m v1 squared, this plus half mv squared come to this side, left side means minus 1 by 2 m v2 squared is equal to 2 mgr. Here we can take the common terms 1 by 2 m and then 1 by 2 m. So 1 by 2 m v1 squared, sorry, we are taking 1 by 2 common, so v1 squared minus v2 squared equal to 2mgr. Now we can cancel m and m. So we know the value of v1 squared minus v2 squared. So that to left side 2 goes to the right side. So v1 squared minus v2 squared equal to 2 2s are 4gr. So v1 squared minus v2 squared is equal to 4gr. So already we know the tensional force difference T1 minus T2. T1 minus T2 should be equal to m divided by r into v1 squared minus v2 squared plus 2mg. Now we substitute the value of v1 squared minus v2 squared here. So m by r, v1 minus v2 squared, we find the value of 4gr plus 2mg. Now we can cancel r and r. So remaining m into 4g. So we are writing a 4mg plus 2mg. Now T1 minus T2 is equal to 6mg. This is an equation number 3.
Next we calculate minimum speed at point P1 and point P2.
Next we calculate minimum speed at the point P2. So for that we are taking the T2 equation. T2 is equal to m v2 squared divided by r minus m into g. So from that equation we are considering T2 is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to m v2 squared divided by r minus m into g. Now rearrange the terms. M v2 squared by r equal to m into g. Now we can cancel m and m. So v2 squared by r equal to g. Now we need the value of a velocity v2. So v2 squared is equal to g into r. So v2 is equal to square root of g r. Next we have to calculate the minimum speed at the lowest point 1. So for that we are taking the equations of v1 squared minus v2 squared is equal to 4gr. From this equation we are substituting the v2 value. So v2 value should be equal to v2 squared is equal to g into r. So v1 squared minus gr is equal to 4gr. So we need a which value? v1 squared value. So v1 squared is equal to 4gr plus gr. So v1 squared is equal to 5gr. So v1 equal to square root of 5gr. v1 is equal to square root of 5gr, v2 is equal to square root of gr. From the two equations, we know that the minimum speed at the lowest point 1 should be root 5 times greater than the minimum speed at the highest point 2. So the body loops without leaving the circle.